We're not even done with Season 3 of Snowpiercer, and it seems that the show has already been renewed for a fourth season. In this video, we'll be going in deep to discuss the fourth season of Snowpiercer. If you haven't caught up with the most recent update of the show, we suggest you proceed with caution, as this video definitely contains spoilers. So when will Snowpiercer Season 4 be released? First released in 2020, Snowpiercer was reported to be the #1 script drama on all ad-supported cable when it first premiered. The second season of the show reached a whopping 21 million viewers on linear and digital viewing. It was also ranked in the top 5 cable dramas. Given the above information, it's safe to assume that TNT's Snowpiercer has gathered quite a fan following. Perhaps this is what pushed TNT to renew the show for a fourth season as soon as production for the third season came to an end. Sam Linsky and Adrian O'Ryan, co-heads for the original programming for TBS, TNT, and True TV, stated that the show has been an incredibly successful series that continues to intrigue the viewers. The series continues to grow while maintaining strong viewership ratings, and that's not all the good news. They went on to say, "All of our seasons embark on an emotional, unexpected ride, and the well-plotted storylines will continue to evolve and remain relevant to audiences. We're excited to keep the train running into Season 4. So we've got an official confirmation that the show will definitely be continuing on for a fourth season. However, not much has been said on when the fourth season will be released. Considering the fact that Season 3 is still in the process of airing, it's safe to assume that it'll take a while before Season 4 hits the screens. Not to mention the Omicron situation is making things a bit difficult for everyone. We imagine that production for the series would definitely be at least a little difficult during the pandemic. As of now, we can't really say much on when the Snowpiercer Season 4 will air. Maybe by the time Season 3 comes to an end, we might be able to come up with a better estimate. And which cast members will be in Season 4. As of now, we can't say for certain who will be in Season 4, especially when you take into account two important factors. First, Season 3 hasn't come to an end yet, so we can't make many assumptions. And secondly, Snowpiercer is a post-apocalyptic series, which means there's a high possibility that some of the characters don't make it into the next season. However, we're assuming that there will be at least a few cast members from the previous series. Cast members that have stayed consistent throughout Season 1 up until the most recent update of Season 3 include Jennifer Connelly, who plays Melanie Cavill, Daveed Diggs, who plays Andre Layton, Mickey Summers, who plays Bless Till, Allison Wright, who plays Ruth Warden, Ido Goldberg, who plays Bennett Knox, and Lena Hall, who plays Miss Audrey. There's also the possibility of new cast members joining the upcoming season. However, as of now, there has been no news related to the matter. Guess we'll have to wait and see what the upcoming season brings for its viewers. Let's take a look at the story so far. So, since Season 3 of Snowpiercer is currently ongoing, there's no better time than now to recall the story so far. Snowpiercer is set in a post-apocalyptic world. The story starts 7 years after the world has turned into a frozen wasteland. The dystopian thriller series focuses on the last survivors of humanity, all of whom reside in a gigantic train that is constantly moving, circling the globe. The series does an excellent job at portraying class struggle, social injustice, and the politics of survival. The first season follows Melanie, the head of hospitality, and Layton, a homicide detective, from the tail section of the train. As the two attempt to investigate a series of inexplicable murders, the latter is also trying to coordinate a revolution in the train to help improve conditions for the people residing in the tail and bring about democracy. Nearing the end, it is revealed that Mr. Wilford, the creator of the magnificent train, is dead, and Melanie takes over and assumes the identity of Mr. Wilford. While using Mr. Wilford's authority, Melanie tries to efficiently run the train, but makes quite a few morally ambiguous decisions. In the end, when Layton finally manages to usurp the power, we see another train named Big Alice literally clamping to the Snowpiercer. Melanie states at this point that Mr. Wilford has returned to resume his place. During the final scenes of the first season, both the characters and the audience anticipate the presence of Mr. Wilford. Season 2 begins with Mr. Wilford demanding for a list of supplies to be handed over to him, and the Big Alice from the Snowpiercer. Throughout the second season, we see the two trains struggle to maintain a peaceful relationship. The situation within the two trains also seems to be relatively fragile. We see the residents of the Snowpiercer try to maintain a relationship with Wilson and the Big Alice, while Melanie discovers an important compound within the snow that could possibly provide a way to unfreeze the world. Melanie volunteers to go outside to the Breslau research station to figure things out, as the others try to maintain peace in the trains. Nearing the end of the season, we see Layton and Ruth, both of whom were banished to the compost car of Big Alice, plotting to take control over the Snowpiercer again. Once they manage to return to the Snowpiercer, the two, along with their supporters, destroy the aquarium car, separating the Snowpiercer's head from the remaining 1,203 cars. Layton takes command of their new 10-car pirate train as they head towards the Bresler Research Center in an attempt to find Melanie. We see Layton and his inner circle commanding the 10-car train at the start of Season 3. The group is in search of Melanie and has stumbled across a possible warm location where civilization can restart. They even come across a newfound survivor. On the other hand, back on the Snowpiercer, we see Mr. Wilford trying to regain his power, but his plans get foiled by the remaining of Layton's followers. Next, what to do while you wait for Season 4 of Snowpiercer. As established earlier, we know that it'll be a while before Snowpiercer Season 4 hits the screens. So, how do you spend this waiting period? Well, we've got just the thing for you. TNT's Snowpiercer is actually an adaptation of a 2013 movie by the same name. The film is directed by Oscar-winning director Bong Joon-ho and produced by Tomorrow Studios and CJ Entertainment, with ITV Studios dealing with the international distribution of the movie. The movie features Chris Evans, Song Kang-ho, Tilda Swinton, Jamie Bell, Octavia Spencer, Ewan Bremer, Koa Sung, John Hunt, and Ed Harris. The basic premise of the film is similar to that of the TNT series, meaning that the story is centered around the residents of the Snowpiercer, who are the sole survivors in a frozen world. However, the characters and the storyline of the movie and the TV series are quite different, even if they share the same theme of class struggle, social injustice, and the politics of survival. But the 2013 film isn't the only thing that you can watch while you wait for Season 4 of Snowpiercer. Both the TV series and the movie are adaptations of a 1982 French visual novel called Les Transpersonnés. The visual novel is written and illustrated by Jacques Laube, Jean-Marc Rocher, and Benjamin Legrand. As with most adaptations, there are many things that don't make it into the films and TV series. Reading the graphic novel will give you more insight into the characters and the world. For instance, both the TV series and the movie only give us a brief glimpse of how the world comes to an end. We see more of the aftermath that happens once the world freezes over. However, the novel gives us more insight into the end of the world. Another difference between the graphic novel and the two adaptations is that the graphic novel is lacking in terms of interesting female characters. Bong's film features quite a few interesting female characters, such as the evil bureaucrat Mason, the rebellious passenger Tanya, the young clairvoyant Yona, and the duplicitous teacher. Similarly, the TNT adaptation also has its share of interesting female characters, such as Melanie, Josie, Alexandra, Zara, and many more. It would be interesting to compare the two adaptations with the original visual novel. While the three may share the same world and the basic premise, the narrative within each is quite different. If you've kept up to date with all three, we'd love to hear what you think. Which version of Snowpiercer do you like the most? Has the story gotten better with time, or does the original visual novel still hold the crown? What are your thoughts on Season 3? Do you think Layton and the others will be able to find Melanie? What are your thoughts on the new survivor? Will Wilson be able to regain control over the Snowpiercer? And when do you think we'll get Season 4 of Snowpiercer? Do you have any specific theories as to where the story will take us in Season 4 of Snowpiercer? We're curious to know all your thoughts, so be sure to drop a comment